Hey guys, welcome to a Summoner's War video, and right off the bat, I just want to say I am so sorry for the audio quality last time. I am pretty sure that the audio quality on this one's going to be way better, mostly because I switched the devices I was using Mobizen on, and I do appreciate Mobizen and the people who made it. I do want to throw that out there. Um, Anyways, this video is going to be pretty straight up. It is how or what monsters are good for giants. Giants be 1 through 10, whatever. Most people will go about this and saying, "Oh, we need to set up a team for, uh, your certain this or that." I say pick monsters that catch your eye right off the bat and use them. There are so many good ones. And we're gonna start off with the fire here. Let's go. Right off the bat, I want to say Colleen. Colleen is essential for giants. You can use her through Giants B7, Giants B6, Giants B8, Giants B9. Not Giants B10 because obviously Giants B10 is water. But look at her. Now, well, right off the bat, you can see that her skills are not skills. I apologize. Her stats are not fantastic. But she's a good combo attacker. She has the opportunities to get a lot of HP on her, so she stays alive for a while. Great monster. Her third skill recovers HP of all allies by 25% and increases their attack power for 3 turns. Wow, I mean that's a Chisoon buff basically. I can't think of anything better at 2-star for that. Especially when it skills up, I think it goes up to 35%, maybe 45%, something like that. I'm not sure. Deadly Dart throws sharp feathers to attack the enemy and prevents them from recovering their HP for 2 turns. Basically, this and this one right here, each attack has a 50% chance to decrease attack power for 2 turns. Those are really what you're going to hit the boss with. You're going to get enough attack on her to do a little bit of damage, try and keep herself alive, along with just an attack breaker, which is nice, always nice in Giants. Next one, really, you could go ahead and say you want to use Rauk. Rauk, I wouldn't suggest Rauk past like B8. I think you could bring him up to B7. I won't go over him too much. He's a great attacker if you can throw Violent on him because he'll basically attack forever with the skill. But otherwise, I mean, if you have them, go ahead and test them out. There's a couple more monsters in here. You could use any of these right off the bat. Fail. Or any of the serpents really are fantastic monsters for this, because they're so tanky. You can use him up to B10 as well, but not. I wouldn't bring him to B10 unless he has like insane HP. You can throw him in and just tank all the hits, and that'd be able to work that way. He provokes all enemies with a 75% chance and returns 30% inflicted damage. Right there, that is a giant weakness for good, because if you can end up provoking everything, good luck trying to hit. And he's perfect to bring a nuker in with him. Second one decreases attack bar, and first one here removes a beneficial effect. So Feo's really nice. I like him. Not sure about Callie right off the bat. You might want to go back into him or her, later. She's going to be your attack buffer, your speed buffer, but there are better monsters because once you get into giants, it's all, nonsense from there. You really don't want to jump into it too much. Spectra. Spectra's a great tank. A lot of people don't use Spectra, and I can't stress enough. Sends out a gust of wind that has a 50% chance to decrease the attack gauge of all enemies by 30% and decrease their attack speed by 2 turns. She's a slower. She breaks defense. You pair her up with Bernard, and all of a sudden you see a combo that's great for breaking speed. good up to B9. Again, I wouldn't throw her into B10. Most of these monsters are going to be, except for Fail, are going to be thrown into B9. Yeah, sorry. Inflicts damage, consumes this and damage. The two of these skills are, they're what they are. They're pretty good, but they're not going to really help. Obviously, you can throw golems in there, we'll just say, because they're tanky as crap. But there are better golems than him. Who else is good in here? A lot of people wouldn't look at Chloe. Chloe, in my opinion, is good up to B10. A lot of people would disagree with me due to her being fire or whatever, but her fanatic basically takes zero damage, so you could save that up for a rainy day, use it, and just knock all their attacks right off. She's got the heal, not great, but it does a little bit, and then recovers 30% of inflicted damages HP, so that's always nice. She's great. I actually do use her in some of my giants. I can beat up to B10 auto. I'm autoing mixed right now. I can auto anywhere from B7 to B9 on good days. Some days are better than others. Bomb teams, not really. They would get trashed. And then obviously you have your plethora of 5 stars, which I won't go over any, except I am interested in seeing Leica, only because I pulled a Dragon Knight. Here we are. Pulled him, and I actually don't know if I'm going to use him for that or not. I have thrown him in, and he has worked. He's a little bit slower. His runes aren't good at all. So I obviously, and he's not awakened, but could be potentially useful. Headed over the water. I think there's a lot more water monsters that can be used well. And forgive me if I miss out on any of the monsters. If you have some other ones, throw them in. Let me know, whatever. Konamiya, actually, spread over here. But Water Garuda, Konamiya, is heaven for basically all the giants things, except for B8. I think that's a wind one. Konamiya kind of gets trashed in there unless you have extremely high HP. For him, just rune him violent. Straight up just rune him violent so he can get more chances to use this, which recovers all HP. I think at max is like 35%, 25, 35, 40, something like that, and removes all harmful effects. And then on research, gets to fill up the attack bar completely. If he gets like 3 or 4 violent procs, you could see him just healing an entire team like crazy. And I love using him. You want speed, HP. A lot of people say accuracy, but the only thing you need accuracy for is may stun the enemy with a 24% chance. In Giants, come on, that's not going to be useful. Some people say you want to run Despair with him. Not for Giants. Maybe for a YOLO tactic in Arena, but that's about it. Lulu, good healer, needs to be buffed and ruined well and maxed out. Removes 1 harmful effect and recovers the HP by 20%, and does the same thing. The only thing I don't like about Lulu is that I haven't built her enough. I think she'd be better if I built her more, gave her some better runes. Good early on, great healer. If you don't have good healers, build her up because she has 2 heals. And in my opinion, consecutive heals is so much more important than a single big heal. And we'll get to that later on, but right off the bat, I'll tell you, if you keep getting damaged, it's nice to keep filling up that bar again. Shylock, I love Shylock. I wish I had the resources to build him right now, but I'm building way too many other monsters. Inflicts damage proportional to the max HP of all enemies and reduces their attack bar by 30%. There's no chance in there. That's 100% chance to reduce it by 30%. And because he's so tanky, look, 115 speed. That's great for a tank. And then you go ahead, attacks the enemy 3 times with energy balls. Each attack has 30% chance to decrease the target's attack bar by 30%. So another attack bar decreaser. That's great. That is exactly what you would need in this situation. Great up to basically anything. I would say B1 to B10 and he's going to be fine. Just get him good enough runes. Probably just go with HP, or speed HP with energy. I wouldn't go swift, most likely. And then removes a beneficial effect with a 50% chance. So I really like that monster. Again, we're not going to go too much over the golems. They work their part. They do their thing. Rena, you could probably throw in there for a troll, but I wouldn't really. It's up to you. I think every monster on this list could be thrown in there. It just depends how you have them. I'd go ahead and say these guys are fantastic for Giants too. All of them, basically, respectable. I think Talc is really good, actually. Decreases the inflicted damage by half if the damage is less than 20% of my max HP. So if he gets extremely high HP, this guy's going to live forever. Recovers HP of all allies with an energizing roar and increases the defense for 2 turns. This recovery amount is proportionate to my max HP. Again, fantastic. And provokes for 1 turn with a 50% chance. Pain in the ass to deal with. Then you have Megan. I think Shannon's probably better, but I like this one for the attack bar increase by 20%. And then also you can remove a beneficial effect and block for a 75% chance. So I like that too. And then continuous damage for 1 turn. She's good. I wouldn't put her in the wind one though. She'd probably get wrecked. What else? Obviously, there's some more stuff. You could throw Lumericia in there. There's plenty of monsters. I'm not really gonna get into the 5 stars because I don't have any of them. I haven't really implemented them. She's kind of cool, kind of interesting. She sleeps for 100% chance with 1 turn. That's great for rebuffing if you're running low or losing HP. And she throws a shield for 3 turns. That's I think equivalent to something HP. And actually, I'm really interested in Chilling, who does some pretty crazy things. Steals a beneficial effect. So, and your attack speed increases according to the beneficial effects currently on you. This guy's going to be a real, I don't know. It's going to be annoying to deal with him if you can actually pull him. Increases attack speed and critical rate of all allies for 2 turns. Again, there's nothing wrong with that. And attacks 3 times, each having a 30% chance to decrease the target's attack speed for 2 turns. I honestly think he might be good for Necro as well. I'm not too sure right off the bat. Wind is pretty. There's Ramagos. What am I doing? I keep. 1 second. We'll just start off with Shannon, actually. Shannon, probably one of the more unique, or not unique, primary Giants monsters. You're going to see Shannon everywhere. Let's just be honest. You're going to see her. Everyone's going to tell you to build Shannon, and there's no reason why not. Increases the attack power of and defense of all allies by 3 turns. That's great. It has a chance to decrease speed on all enemies for 2 turns, and glancing hit. Now, keep in mind, I'm not really telling you how to rune monsters. I am giving suggestions on the way I like them, but I am a true believer in building these monsters and playing this game in your own way, doing it your own way. I wouldn't take rune advice, and I wouldn't give rune advice unless you actually absolutely need it and you don't know what you're doing. But rune it how you like it. If you want to have a certain type of thing, if you want to have a very quick Shannon, then yeah, I'd say speed or swift runes or despair runes, whatever. But otherwise, don't worry about it. Ramagos, clean shot, hits the amount of HP you've lost. The trick is to let him drop real low. Down to about 20% or less. You don't want to get them too low, and especially if you get dots on them, then you're screwed. But get him down to about 20% or less, and hit that monster. And also then crouch actually recovers your HP and then increases defense. Now I think maxed out it's like 50%. So this guy can solo, but you need to build him right. And then this 50% chance to reduce the enemy's attack gauge. You know, he's a friggin' boss, but you need to throw in the right stuff with him. Next up, we have Bernard. Leader skill's great if you don't have a better one. Attack power increase for a monster with a wind attribute by 30%. Great for wind nukers unless you have Lucian, then I wouldn't even bother. I'd throw Lucian on there instead. Tailwind increases attack bar of all allies by 30% and increases their attack speed. So you're gonna go first with him, obviously, and this is a really good tank monster as well. Breaks attack and defense for 2 turns. If your accuracy is high enough, then it's always going to work, and believe me, it's useful. Even if you have ability on, it's still going to be useful. And then Snatch, damage increases to your speed, yeah, yada yada. That's not that great, but, you know, whatever. I think, I'm not sure if sorry, werewolves would work, but maybe. Acasis is one of the premier monsters that people would say, it's an older monster, a lot of people wouldn't throw them in now. Because they have different ways of doing it, but back in the day, hey, everybody used to go for it. Increases resistance by 50% for wind attributes, creates a shield for all allies. That, right off the bat, that's really good. I think you can get it down to 4-turn cooldown, so it's not even that bad. Hits all enemies with a twister and recovers HP of all allies by 10%, so you can heal off that too. And then finally, cuts the enemy with a sharp blade and inflicts continuous damage for 3 turns for 50%. Acasis, great monster. If you have her, I'd suggest trying her out. And then Lucian, obviously, I made a Lucian video last time out. Greatest wind nuker in the game, for sure. At least early on. Maybe there's better ones later on, but greatest AoE nuker in the game for sure. There's obviously some other stuff there. Basically, if you can take a tank in to giants who has good buffs or heals, you're absolutely going to be fine. And this is already a 17-minute video, so I'm going to break this up into 2 parts. This is going to be the first part, and then we'll throw in the second part afterwards. Really, I appreciate you guys for watching. Thanks. Make sure to subscribe, comment, like, whatever suits you. I'd appreciate any feedback at all. And thanks, everybody. Thanks.